Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Supreme Ruler 2020 as Vietnam. And last time I did ask what to do with the possible end to the war against Korea, and to decide either to fight the peninsula once again or fully conquer it. And a few comments would say to just outright conquer, and you know what, it's probably for the best since they might just outright declare war out of nowhere rather quickly just so soon after the end of the fight. Maybe, but maybe not. You never know. But with that, we're just gonna continue the war and fully conquer the peninsula. Also, I may need to make some changes to, let's say, certain things about the social spending and all. Perhaps a slight reduction of taxes, just a bit by this. Social spendings are gonna be about that, probably not going to be helpful. However, I am going to start building up some additional farms. So 66 are still being built, but I'm going to need to take a look and see where else could require a large yield of farms. So mostly in India does seem to have some good spots, it would seem. So here, this is about 157 tons. 160 over here, and the village about that much. So that's currently about it. Timber, we have 37 being built that are not done yet, most of which are in India. But since they're almost done, I may have to actually build some more. It's going to be a bit of a cost strain in the economy a little bit due to these building projects, but we probably do need the resources as best as possible. However, I will build some new railway lines once more to connect this area. So connect to that. This one connect to here, to here. There's already a railroad here, so there's no need. But I will connect this to here. And there's another mail, which I'm not so sure again, since it's a little annoying. I'll probably check it much later, I suppose. And that's kind of about it. Now, what other resources we need? Currently, power is still, as always, a problem. We don't have much uranium, unfortunately, despite all the mines being built, since they're not done yet. Most of which are not done, which we'll probably start another mining operation somewhere else, probably here for now. Everywhere else is pretty much filled. Not even the Korean Peninsula has any, with the exception of 2 spots here and none up here. So those are going to be ignored. Oh god, that's a lot of units. As much as I would like to reach Seoul, I think we are just gonna have to try and reinforce at mostly at Pyongyang, I guess. Although, actually, we're gonna concentrate here at what is this? A village of Sariwon, which has a lot of mortars. Our engineer is still here, constantly trying to get troops across this river. There is not a whole lot of bridges or new roads being built up by the Koreans at whatsoever during the entire time the north was occupied by the south. So we're just gonna build some new roads. Technically it for now. Economy is still not going well. GDP is going up though. And sometimes a little bit higher GDP will be nice. But for now I'm just gonna get another bond for now. And then much later I'll probably start repurchasing some of these as soon as I can. Unemployment is a bit high though. But let's just try and do a little temporarily at least. Have taxes reduced a bit. Keep these at 30% for high income and corporate taxes, 20% for small businesses and low income. Pension taxes, I'll keep that about that. And what do you want? Okay, we could use some of the industry to have a little bit of maintenance. Property taxes, that's going to be as it is. Unemployment, I will keep it at 2%. Sales tax, I'll risk it going 20% for now. So that's kind of it. the meantime, we've made some progress. Not all, but we're making progress at least. Japanese forces are still here, and looks like they're actually damaged. Hopefully not by us, or any sort of fire that's been going through this war. Okay, can we please just occupy that town and enter it? Of course, entrench, but I definitely don't want these units to be heading it directly to that place now. So once again, select. And sadly, there's no selection whatsoever right now, but I just do what I can to get some of these units to not get killed. So, in our way, have this small fleet move up a little. The frontier has been cleared from the former North Korean mass artillery, but the units are retreating rather annoyingly. We have no barracks anywhere else, as that's what it seems like. Not a railway, it seems to need to be built, including a new bridge. And I'll connect up here. Meanwhile, other fronts are still moving rather slowly, especially these artillery being in the lines. And mostly Korean artillery is just moving up here for some reason, even though the biggest threat to their capital is right on the western side front, at least. The western front of the Korean Peninsula. But I don't know what they're doing, so they're making a mistake. GDP, inflation has gone up a little bit. Inflation control. Hold on a minute. What's our approval anyway? It's gone down. Everything else has gone down a bit. Population, though, is still going up. But are we okay? Anything else? So that's what it looks like. To maintain all this, increase domestic markup, sorry, a bit. Timber, water, we're kind of fine at the moment since capacity is very high. Production and demand is high as well. Petrol, we are fine in this regard, but I'm gonna just slightly increase the domestic market markup. Markup. Always keep getting those mixed up a little bit. And no need to put maximum capacity, or I could just go the temporary capacity for the coal and metal ore, and that's about it. Everything else I'm just gonna ignore, except for electrical power, which I will reduce the domestic markup as best I can. However, perhaps I should go negative a little bit for now and see what happens. Okay, time to move these ships a little closer. Rest of the armies are either retreating or going wherever they want. But these units need to retreat. It will take such a problem of supply lines. Military facility complete is over here. Alright, so we might have another base forward, FOB at least, to in case repair. Actually, you don't need to be repaired at the moment, so you should go back. The artillery units need to get a little closer, need to have like Air Force start bombing wherever they can. And have you all move to Kaesong. Afterwards, we're going to Paju. Wait, is that how you say it? Paju or something like that. Here comes a Korean Navy ship, a destroyer. Now sunk. With one of my destroyer, Nikos, or one of my other destroyers, firing a missile rather late. Right. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to increase domestic spending a little bit more to see if that could change anything a little bit. Probably not by much. Okay, I don't want you to get too close due to the rather large range of their artillery. The front here is a bit slowed down a bit. The mortars are becoming a problem. So let's get you up, with the exception of units that are still damaged and have not yet retreated to get repaired. Have the Air Force, what's left, provide air cover. Or air support, I mean. Hungnam is still holding out. Kaesong is still holding out for a bit, but now it's time to just entrench there, hold out, and then move up towards Haju. This front is secured. I'm just going to let the Air Force start attacking Wonsan next. Let's see. All that's left are mortars. Alright then, so we've taken that, but now move up here and entrench, with once again the exception of those that are damaged. Everybody else can retreat. Front line here is currently on hold at the moment, since I think we're actually close to the old border with, yeah, we are slightly over, but we're near the old border of North Korea, between North and South Korea. But we're just gonna gather up what we can, take Wonsan next, gather up, and then start charging towards Seoul, which is not gonna be easy. I mean, we have to take this city, but then we have to go through all these one by one, if we have the numbers. And that can be annoying. Speaking of which, what's their military goods? Rather tiny now. Meanwhile, I still got troops still trying to cross, with the bridge not done, and the economy shrinking as ever. So I may have to temporarily increase taxes to that. 55%, which is rather high. Social spendings reduced a tad bit, but not by much. Well, by much, I suppose I could increase maximum if I could, but I'm just gonna reduce it to, let's say, 75%. Okay, all of my ships here have been damaged, and they're now retreating. I still got the rest of the armies here that are just sitting around, which I do need them to get across the Yalu River now. Okay, these units are just attacking on their own. You get over there now. I said turn around and attack Wonsan. The remaining Air Force, bombers mostly, to attack Wonsan as well. What are you doing? Okay, that's fine to do some damage to these units, but it's not gonna be enough. Alright, Wonsan's ours. But I'm gonna have them all entrenched there. You lots deal with these units, if you have those supplies, that is. Actually go to this crossing between the railway line and the road that's heading in this direction. Is there anything here? No, just mostly cities down near the capital, but that's about it. I will, however, be annoyed if, in the end, Korea does not fall even after we take the capital, and they just move it somewhere else. And it will be a bigger headache if they decide to go on this town of Jeju or this village, which will be an even bigger annoyance if that were to happen. Hopefully not, but you never know. Anyway, time to get these units to move up a little closer, hopefully, and target this town. Aju is losing its units, its population shrunk. No intel about what kind of, or what amount of garrisons they have. I'm guessing full, since this is near the capital. But oh well. Economy is still shrinking, GDP is still going up. Projected trade has gone up and since gone back down. Let's see. Decrease domestic prices. I'm gonna have a unlocking from doing that for now. We've got, I'm guessing, a few timber mills are finally done. Uranium is a different story, of course. Consumer, we have 39 being built, so that's interesting. But let's take a look and see what's going on, especially those who are at war. Libya, what's going on? Against Morocco, no change. Alright. Nigeria, same thing, right? Yeah, same thing, Morocco. And most of the world is still at war, including Moscow, with Malta and Milan as their only allies. Nobody's taking this island, and nobody's definitely taking Greenland yet, except for... Wait. Ukraine and Western Urals? Western Urals. Okay, I have no comment about that. I really don't. South Germany and Milan, meanwhile, are still at war. Nobody's taken the capital, either country. And it's just gonna be a long, painful war, it seems. Same with East Germany, that's not gonna fall. West Germany, not a whole lot against the Czech Republic, England, Madrid, Moscow, Naples, Norway, Poland, I mean, or Portugal. The same could be said for Poland not conquering Kaliningrad, which is a bit surprising. Elsewhere, not much. Nothing going on in the eastern part of Africa. South America, do I need to comment about this? Elsewhere, not really much. The UN Protectorate is not at war with anybody. Mexico is in a huge mess, with California bankrupt. Texas holding strong, same with Arizona. Oklahoma, Kansas is bankrupt. Utah is okay. Actually, let me check their economies. The poorest, Western Siberia, Central Siberia, Western Europe. Scotland is poor. Louisiana, Washington, Volga, Georgia. Yeah. Seems like a lot of nations are becoming broke. Population-wise, we are the largest. Northwest Territory has the highest GDP. Treasury, Japan, not Treasury, debt. Treasury, Pakistan has the highest. Military approval, well, might as well check who has the lowest. South Korea, of course. Domestic approval, we're at the top for the moment, which doesn't seem to matter. Tech level, Texas, Japan, West Germany and all are still the top, as sadly, technology level spending is rather tiny for some reason. It doesn't make any sense, and we're never going to get any new technology at this rate. So there's nothing we can do about that. Our economy is shrunk even further. And it looks like without my orders, the rest of the army here are just attacking out of nowhere, resulting in unnecessary casualties. Unnecessary due to the fact that I wanted to just hold out, but I, of course, made some mistakes there. It's always the case. But let's get the artillery move up. And wait, speaking of which, what else is here? Arties and transports. Why not? This city's losing its garrison very quickly. Jew is holding up barely. Barely holding up. Now I'm going to send the Air Force to try and help. And GDP is still going up. Unemployment is still 5.6. Treasury, of course, is becoming a problem. And the only way to increase would be several bonds, raising taxes, reducing spending and all. But that will hurt our approval rating. And sadly, the social spending isn't changed a lot. Taxes are still there. Actually, let me try... Should I dare? Whatever, I'll go 65%, but I'll reduce taxes by a lot. Temporarily. More about this. 40% probably won't do much. Can we please take Paju? Okay, there's only one garrison, but the Korean Air Force is becoming an annoyance. Well, I guess next target is this. Sorry if you're hearing some noise due to the windows being open and the wind being rather strong at the moment. Let's try and take this city. But what else? I guess we're fine for the moment. Oh, right. I made another big mistake. Actually, would you two go back over here and put up a bridge, please? Well, even though the bridge is almost kinda done, but it's best to just continue the construction at the moment. Also, what else can we slightly reduce in terms of spending? Expenses. Military, preparedness, those are currently one thing. Production, nothing I can do about that. Social service, UN membership, interest rate, trade deficit. Right. And right now, even with very low social spending, things have not changed. GDP has gone down again. Actually gone down now, I mean. That probably wouldn't change anything. Oh, we're not at Seoul, but we're close to Seoul now. And we have a very large military presence now. So, we're just going to send them all to take the military facility and this agricultural farm? Yeah, farmland. And we've taken that, but seems like most of the units are just randomly going wherever they want. So can they please enter that place now? Perhaps by trench? This town is still holding out for the moment. But it does look like they're going to lose a lot of units now. Our economy has shrunk even further. GDP's gone down, but probably won't do anything much. And Western Urals is a certain request. Let's see, Japan. Can we trade anything so we can earn a little bit more money? Oh. Well, we have a lot of consumers, so let's try... that seems a little much. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go weekly for about 60 weeks of that. And I don't mean to do that. I meant this. That's about $500 million at least. But can we do that same thing? As well as giving them certain thing and the treasury come back up. But let's see. Wait. Minimum lump sum is 500 million. Let's do that. Or that may actually be a bit too much, actually, now that I think of it. Wait, lump sum is too high. They could do that. And I can imagine this can kind of hurt their economy a little, but let's be a little fair and reduce the price by about, perhaps... Well, I was going for 350, but I guess that'll do. Weekly for 60 weeks. That, of course, won't be making them happy, but let's see if we can give them technology that might be useful. Alright, so that's out of the question. Alright then, so get rid of all these. What do they have? Gold classification? No. 21st century aircraft. That would be nice, but what else? Weapons? GPS missiles, metal storm pods, smart munitions. Yeah. You know, let's just ask for cash. We need a little bit of money. Taiwan. What do you need? Food? Do you have plenty of food? We have a lot of food now. Perhaps just about. Actually, we'll give them a lot. But first, do that. And give that. How much will they give me in lump sum? $600 million. That's it for now until I can find another trade with different. Actually, well, considering the past, Australia has been generous quite a lot. Let's try something a little different. Let's go with not a whole month, but we'll increase it to 60 days at least. 2 months or so. Give them that. And how much would that be? $9 million. That's rather cheap from the perspective, I guess. So, I suppose we could do this. Just 5 million at least. About 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $3 million short. At least, but give it that. And let's see what we can give. Not nuclear weapons. No, no, no. High-speed trains. Oh, they'll accept. Why not? Sri Lanka. Not much in their treasury. Pakistan. Our other neighbor. What do you need? Water? Okay, we have plenty. Once again, I'll increase it to probably the same amount of days, or actually extra 5. About 55 days. Not that amount of money. Not that amount, or... yeah, about that. But what else? Timber. Petrol? No, they're good. Coal? Not much. Consumer goods. We have a lot. So once again, this one will also be 55 days. Whoops. Now, industrial goods. They're fine. Military goods, I'm not gonna bother with that. But industrial, I suppose I could give them a certain amount. That'll do. So go to 55 days again. And how much will that be? $250 million, and that's kind of a lot. Let's see, what can they give us, or rather, alternate power generation. I could ask for that. And let's see, what can that offer? Oh, no. We need the money at the moment for our treasury. So sadly, I need to come up with weekly, another 55 days as well, but this is a bit pricey, too pricey, so let's kind of do a little tiny amount, a slightly tiny amount of that, and let's see if we can give them some technologies. Not that, nope, none of those. What about anything for war? Alright, they'll accept that, but they'll need something else as well. Well, for science, why not dark matter theory? That doesn't work. Alright, let's give you robotics. Why not? And that's it. And our military facility is done. And I meant to go back to the Korea front. Okay, we've gone some advances, but I think it's time to start surrounding the capital now. We have some exceptions, and the Korean Navy is getting annoying. Bridge here will not be done. Treasury's gone back up. GDP's going up as well. Let's see. Get you over here. Let's get you all to this... to the capital. We're actually close to the capital. Okay, you know, let's just get to the capital now. Just take it and end this war once and for all. Same thing with my Air Force to have an equal share in the glory of taking the capital. Well, if you want to call it equal, at least. Come on. Okay, Okay, the capital's fallen. We only got about $786 million. Wait, speaking of the treasury is only that much. So let's see, will Korea fall once February 22nd arrives? I hope so. I don't want to continue this war any longer, so to speak. I mean, the treasury were temporarily okay, but let's just get in there. Also, I may need to prepare building up some more facilities in former North Korea and all. So fill that out. Alright. Yep, South Korea has fallen. Oh, okay, that's a lot of units there. And that's a lot of more units as well, including what ever remained of their navy as well. Okay, so let's go to guarded. We're going to go to low once again. I'm going to have the entire Air Force first. Be the first to reserve. And then we'll wait a little bit. After that, I'm going to get the Navy to reserve once the supplies are ready. And that should be it. At any rate, we do have several facilities, including a coal mine here. That needs to be filled out a little bit. Fill that out as well. Everything else is semi-okay. Wow. North Korea really hasn't been developing much. What do you expect from such a country? So I'm just going to fill up a lot of agricultural farms. Water reclamation. Down in the rest of South Korea has a lot. In the north, not a whole lot, but I'll just build 2 where these dams are. Build 3 at Fusong. Just gonna check the price tag. Cost of building, the water reclamation is a lot more expensive, so I'm not gonna build any more of this anymore. Petrol, we're still good. More military facilities are done. The economies are recovering due to the multiple facilities being built up, I'm sure. And what else? Electrical power. Really? I'm just going to build 1 and another 1 there. So those are going to be only 2 new dams we're going to be building up, but whatever. And I'm kind of gone over the time limit a little bit, so I'm going to stop right here. So, Korea has fallen. We are now, well, by sea bordering with Japan now. I don't know whether or not if they're going to break a treaty, the alliance at any moment, or even Taiwan for that matter. I have doubts, even if I do some provocations, but you never know. But I hope you enjoyed this, as now the entire Korean Peninsula is under the flag of Vietnam now. Our treasury is recovering, GDP has gone down. Approval rating is still going down, but population is now the largest in the world. But we're just gonna hope that the next episode that perhaps we might have a bit of a good peace for the whole episode. Hopefully, so that we can recover from this war. But hope you enjoyed this, and see you again in the next episode.